Magandang araw. So ngayon, we are creating user-defined functions. So ito pong profile ko. Start. So introduction niya ay the creating user-defined functions module provides you with the instructions and devices to develop your hands-on skills in the following topics. First, working with scalar functions. Second, using table-valued functions. So, next, exercise 1, working with scalar functions. A function is a database object that has a set of SQL statements. It concepts a parameter, performs an actions, and returns the result. Functions can be used in constraints, computed columns, join, word clause, and so on. The result can consist of a single value or a table, depending on the type of function. The functions that return a single value are known as scalar functions. The functions that return a table are called table-valued functions. So, in this exercise, we will learn to create scalar functions. So, first ay task 1. Implement scalar function to return a single value. Step 1. You have powered ensure you have powered on the required devices and connect PLAB SQL 01. From the PLAB SQL desktop, click Start. So, ito ang Start. And click Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. Microsoft Server 2016 and Microsoft Server Management Studio. So, the connect to server dialog box appears. From the server type drop-down list, click database engine. So, ito. And the server name, text box type, PLAB SQL 01. Then, connect. Step 3. The SQL Server Management Studio window opens. In the Object Explorer, click to expand the databases of folder. Step 4. To select the database from the list of databases, click AdventureWorks DW 2016 CTP3. So, ito siya. To create a new query from the Query ribbon, click New Query. Step 5. The new query pane opens. Step 6. To create a scalar function, type the following query in the new query pane, or copy. In the given query, you create a function currency rate difference with the following 3 parameters. First, at currency ID. Second, at start date. And the last one, at end date. The return value is of the data type float. The return variables at starting rate and at rate difference are declared. In the body of the function, the currency rate difference between the start date and date is calculated and stored in the variable at rate difference. The function returns the value after calculations. Then step 7, to run the query, click execute or press F5. The query runs successfully and the result is displayed. So ito, successful siya. Step 8, to create a new query from the query ribbon, click new query. To call or invoke the DBO currency rate difference function, type the following query in the new query pane or copy. In the given query, you invoke the currency rate difference function with the following values assigned to each parameter. So first, at currency ID 3. Second, at start date 2010 12/29 0000 and so on. And last, at end date 2014 02 27 000. Step 9, to run the query, click execute or press F5. The query runs successfully and the result set is displayed. So, nandito siya sa my messages. Ito. Next, exercise 2 using table valued functions. The table function, or TVF, return an entire table as result. The table valued function statement has 3 parts, which are as follows. First, return clause. It defines the local return variable to retrieve the table returned by the function. Second, function body. It inserts record in the return variable as per the condition specified. Third, return statement. It returns the resultant table as the output of the function. In this exercise, you will learn to create and implement both the types of table valued function. So, task 1, implement inline table valued function. Step 1, to create new query from the query ribbon, click new query. To demonstrate the use of the inline table valued function, type the following query in the new query pane or copy. In the given query, you create a function UDF product details with P product ID as local return variable. The query selects all the fields from the team product table where the product key is equal to P product ID. Step 2, to run the query, click execute or press F5. So the query runs successfully and the result is displayed. Step 3, to create a new query from the query ribbon, click new query. To call or invoke the UDF product details function, type the following query in the new query pane or copy. In a given query, you call or invoke the function UDF product details with input parameter P product ID equal to 1. Step 4, to run the query, click execute or press F5. Then, the query runs successfully and the result set is displayed. Task 2, work with multi-statement table valued function. Step 1. To create a new query from the query ribbon, click New Query. To implement multi-statement table valued function, type the following query in the New Query pane, or copy. In the given query, you create a multi-statement table valued function UDF currency rate difference with two local variables at start date and at end date. The results are retrieved in the at currency rate core rate difference table. The result set consists of currency rate and rate diff fields. The insert statement insert the retrieved record in the accurate difference table. The select statement retrieves currency rate, currency key, and end of day rate field from the currency rate table between the at start date and end date parameters. Row number function with partition by clause applied on the currency key field number. The field in the descending order of the currency key. Then step 2. To run the query, click execute or press F5. The query runs successfully and the result set is displayed. Step 3. To create a new query from the query ribbon, click New Query. To call or invoke the UDF currency rate difference function with the at start date and end date parameters, type the following query in the New Query pane or copy. To run the query, click execute or press F5. So the query runs successfully and the result set is displayed. So ito siya sa may messages ang result. Then close all active windows. Then next. So yun lang po. In summary, you cover the following activities in this module. Working with scalar function, using table valued functions. Yun lang po. And that's all.